Good morning, Delmar. It was showtime in Smyrna as we witnessed one of the best high school hoops matchups to date. Dover traveled up north to Smyrna for a hotly contested matchup. These two teams met earlier in the season, and Smyrna almost upset the Senators at home, with the Senators pulling away 70-66. Now they came into Eagle territory, and boy, it was loud. Raucous, loud, deafening. The synonyms are vast to describe how thunderous it was in the Eagles' nest over at Smyrna. Smyrna up 38-27 in the third. Add 3 to that off of the bucket, and the and 1 courtesy of Brandon Smith. Deficit cut to 4. Eden Davis. He goes for 3, no bueno, but there is Jaheim Spence with the haymaker to cut it to 2. Dover down by 6. Smith with the steal, and off goes Alicia Gregory attacking the paint, and boom, shakalaka with the slam. Then Dover, they rally. EA, Elijah Allen, drives, and he gives Dover a 69-68 lead with 1 minute left to play. And this one sealed the deal. Pops. Elijah Sessoms with 2 to go. Comeback complete as Dover seals the deal over an incredibly tough Smyrna team, 76-69. The final score.
They gave a good fight, but we always come to make it out at the end. Work hard.
These type of games, we love to be in these type of games. It gets us ready for our playoff run that we're gonna have come up here soon. So it just builds us and gets us stronger.
The Panthers, they visited the Riders, who had a band and all. It was an awesome atmosphere over in Dover. Now we go on to the action. Jalen Joyner with the Euro step layup. He gets 2 on the board for the Riders. Polytech, they immediately retorted with Slater right here, getting the putback bucket to cut the deficit to 2. Then the big man, Monroe Height. He snags the rock. He kicks it to Bryson Williams, who sinks the tray from the corner of downtown. Kamal Marvel, he wants a piece of the action. He pulls up and he hits a teardrop near the free throw line. Marvel with a little bit of Butterfingers action right there. He recovers, he swings it to Saeed Miles, and bang! Another tray from the corner of downtown. The Riders, they go on to win 69-39. The Delmar Christian Lady Royals have been on a roll in the EASYAC, remaining undefeated in conference, with their sole loss coming to out-of-conference Stephen Decatur. An amazing team, by the way. Next up is William Penn, another tough out-of-conference team. Here's what the coach had to say.
They full court press man-to-man pretty much the entire game. I've watched them play. We don't really get too many chances to play against teams like that in our conference, and we know that that's going to help us for the future games that we play in the playoffs.
Now we go on to the mat for day 1 of the Canal Classic. Let's start with Sussex Central's 160-pounder Terrell Sturgis versus Laurel's Jet Furbush. Nice takedown by Sturgis for 2. He would later grab the leg and get another takedown before going out of the circle. Now from the bottom position, he hits a nice tilt for a near fall. Up 15-3 in the third. He hits another takedown, and he gets a near fall to get the technical fall and snag the win. Now we go to 182-pounders, Dover's Gabriel Evans versus Middletown's George Thomas. And from the get, Evans, he goes to work, scoops the legs, and yes sir, a takedown right there. Thomas looking for a tilt. Evans says, no way, Jose, and he almost gets the pin, but at least he gets a near fall for his efforts. Evans would go on to win 11-4. Laurel's Cody Drummond in action, his opponent, Ackley. He tries to run, but Drummond, he says, get over here, and he slams him down with authority. Ouch. And it was all Drummond all day with the cradle as he rocks the baby to sleep, and he snags the pin for the victory. Polytech's 145-pounder Chase Maston in action. He would try to go for his own cradle, but his opponent Tristan Cartuna was saved by the buzzer. But in the second period, he would reverse the pressure of the half, he would sink in his own, and that's all she wrote. I'll be back later today at the Classic for day 2. So, after that barn burner between Dover and Smyrna, I need to annex those highlights to this week's episode of Inside the Line, so no teaser this week. But if you haven't seen this week's episode, boy oh boy, you need to check it out. I worked very, very hard on it. So, Delmar, did you know that one of the best wrestlers in the country grapples right here in the peninsula? Take a guess. Drum roll, please. If you guess Smyrna's 106-pounder Gabe Giampietro, you are right. The Smyrna Eagle is ranked in the national top 5 rankings according to Track Wrestling. For the Eagle, he is honored, but for him and his coach, Aaron Harris, they see themselves going even farther.
It feels amazing. I mean, coming from not being ranked at all in the beginning of the season and not being able to be ranked last season and coming out and getting 4th in the country, it's amazing. It's definitely a confidence booster, and now I just got to keep working and try to get up higher, maybe 3, 2, or 1.
it really just means I need to coach a little harder and get him to rank #1. You know?
That's why we love Coach Harris. And staying on the topic of rock stars, congratulations to Delmar's Maci, Bradford, and Josie Hollamon for making the 2020 U.S. Under-16 National Field Hockey Team. Wow, so it's pretty difficult to be a top player in a state. These gals are top players in the whole country. Major props, gals, and also to Coach Jody Hollamon for her and her staff as well for the work they do in getting the girls ready for not just Delaware competition, but nationwide competition. Well, that'll do it for me, and as always, it is a privilege and an honor to serve you, Delmarva, and I'll see you in a few.